Israel is on high alert for the possibility of any U.S. intervention in Iran. As Tehran plunges deeper into its biggest unrest in years, Israeli security officials are quietly bracing for a scenario that could redraw the Middle East overnight: direct U.S. intervention in Iran. With President Donald Trump issuing sharp warnings and saying Washington is ready to help, Israel has moved into a heightened state of alert, preparing for consequences that could spill across every front. Multiple Israeli sources confirm emergency security consultations were held over the weekend, focused squarely on Iran. The concern is not just the protests themselves, but what happens if Washington decides the crackdown has crossed a red line. Israel and Iran already fought a brief but intense 12-day war in June, with U.S. air power joining Israeli strikes. Any renewed confrontation could escalate far faster this time. The tension intensified after President Trump repeatedly warned Iran's leadership against using force on demonstrators. On Saturday, he said the United States stands ready to help, a phrase closely parsed in Jerusalem. Israeli planners are weighing scenarios ranging from limited U.S. strikes to broader regional fallout, including retaliation by Iran or its allied militias. Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu and U.S. Secretary of State Marco Rubio spoke by phone as protests surged. While neither side detailed the conversation publicly, Israeli officials say the call focused on Iran and possible next steps. A U.S. official confirmed the call took place, underscoring how closely Washington and Jerusalem are coordinating amid the crisis. Inside Iran, the situation continues to deteriorate. Nationwide protests have entered a second week, fueled by inflation, a collapsing currency, and soaring food and fuel prices. Violent clashes have erupted in multiple cities. Rights groups say at least 42 people have been killed and more than 2,270 detained, while Iranian authorities acknowledge security force casualties as well. As unrest spread, Iranian authorities imposed a sweeping internet blackout. NetBlocks and Cloudflare report over 85 million people cut off from the outside world, with international calls failing to connect. State television ignored the shutdown, instead airing routine programming, a move critics say signals preparation for a harsher crackdown. Iran's supreme leader, Ayatollah Ali Khamenei, has accused protesters of serving foreign interests, claiming some are trying to please President Trump. But with global pressure mounting and Israel watching every move, the standoff is entering dangerous territory. Whether Washington intervenes or not, Israeli officials believe the coming days could define the region's security for years to come.
Subscribe to One India and never miss an update. Download the One India app now.